Dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack and flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yup, what's good, original crew? We're back, baby. We got the story behind America's most offensive anime dub. You know what that is, right?
Some of it. Maybe.
She be lost. She's not lost like that. You trying to play me.
You are trying to play
I'm not trying to play. I'm saying she be lost because she don't be knowing what we finna react to. A lot of times I gather up the content, so she be like, now what is this again? And I'll tell she be like, don't play me like the ghost stories dub. I say it's probably one of the funniest videos.
Why you ask then?
One of the funniest videos we have reacted to date. Because we came in unexpected, didn't know what to expect. I think we had a good time at the end of the day, right?
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't mind watching it over again though. Just
the
to get
one we reacted to?
Yeah, just to get a good laugh. Especially when he said run like a big
It was funny though.
So somebody recommended, said we should check out the story behind it. So we here, man. Make sure you check out the links in the description box.
Down below.
You already know where to go if you want to first support. All you have to do is check out down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's video,
like it with a thumbs up.
We'd highly appreciate it. But with that being said, you ready, girl? All right, let's check it out. Let's see what it's about, y'all. Let's tune in. All right, got that right.
Eons ago, in a land far more based and discriminatory, there existed an anime that millions of young Japanese children were excited for. It was an adaptation of a classic series that was being produced by the team behind Naruto, Bleach, and more. But upon release, tragedy had struck. The anime was garbage. The whole thing was a catastrophe. So the Japanese heads behind the show grew desperate. They scrambled to turn a profit of the show. If only we could sell it to America. They tried selling off the show to all the American distributors. However, the show was so bad, no one buys it. They approached Genion, Central Park Media, ADV, and by the third try, negotiations had a breakthrough. All right, we'll sell it to you guys and you can do whatever you want with the dub. You said what now? You guys can do whatever you want with the dub. Change what people say.
You said what now? Good representation of America, huh?
I guess.
To make fun of Mexicans.
Hold on, what he say?
Whatever you want with the dub. You said what now? You guys can do whatever you want with the dub. Change what people say, whatever. I want to make fun of Mexicans. I don't think I said I want to make fun of Mexicans, Persians, gays, blacks, Asians, especially Asians. Matter of fact, I've been waiting for someone to say something like this. Get your pen out. Sold! As long as they didn't change the names of the characters or the method that they kill ghosts, ADV could do anything they wanted, leading to perhaps the earliest example of an abridged series. It was edgy, unscripted, nonsense, but most of all, it was funny.
Oh, perfect. It's in Japanese. Jingchao no ning tao. Wait, that's Chinese.
An official English dub of this nature is something we'll probably never see again. That's what everybody believes about the show, but it might all be bull spread through a maze of misunderstandings. Stephen Foster at the time was the ADR director of ADV. They basically convert Japanese script into another language. The key here is that Stephen is known for fucking around with this process.
Mekazawa worries about you more than anybody else.
You don't give this man unlimited freedom. They did. And Steven went to work on the script. Ghost Story's entire script basically didn't exist. Steven just made shit up. Like a boss. That's how I do my scripts. Notice how I don't cite sources? Then came rolling in the voice actors, and they had some real heat entering the studio. Vic Mignogna, Greg Ayers, I hate that guy's voice, Monica Rial, this lady, Chris Patton. The roster was stacked. So with all this talent, the process for making dubs evolved. There was a screen that they would read with the script, but here's where the magic happened. Whoever came to the studio first would do or say whatever they wanted, and the rest of the team had to work with it.
Oh my gosh.
That's how you get a fucked up show. That is literally how you get a fucked up show.
I'm like, Either you gonna really give me something to work with, or you gonna be an asshole and not give me much to work with. And
then I gotta come wing it? No, you gotta.
That's rough.
You gotta be lying though. You
or
telling me they
gotta
literally
really be like on your, I don't know.
See.
You gotta really be good at what you do.
No wonder why that joint came off like that.
Yeah. But it's funny though.
Looks so good.
Run! She's a ghost and a bitch!
Everyone wanted to top each other and be funnier than the last. This unique process completely overhauled the characters, the plot, everything, and it somehow worked. Monica's character, originally a fearless psychic, well, she had a questionable past and then turned to Jesus.
Before I met Jesus, I was really f***ed up. No, and a slut.
It's just like real life. They gave the cute little brother a learning disability.
That is so awesome. You'll risk your own life to save your little brother.
The nerd character became a feeble Jew stereotype, and the voice actors would commit to these bits so hard. But I can talk about this all day. Who cares? Let's actually watch. Ghost Stories is centered around 6 main characters, but the main one is named Satsuki. Satsuki and her brother are moving into their dead mom's old neighborhood. It starts off extremely tame. She meets a bunch of neighborhood kids stumbling into an abandoned school facility. But this is a haunted story after all. Thanks to the voice actors, things finally get scary.
You're such brave, strong, handsome men. Have you accepted Jesus as your personal savior?
No, I'm Jewish.
I just want to make sure that...
frightened. Oh yeah, and the statue moves so they all freak out or whatever. Then all the characters get tormented by haunted stuff. Talking dogs. Scissors. It's called Ghost Stories because every episode is a story about a different ghost. This time we face Amanajaku. He haunts people. Just because. But it turns out Satsuki might have the key to stopping him.
Principals always look like lesbians.
No, wrong key. Huh.
Mom? No.
Satsuki's mom was a ghost hunter of some sort, and all the ghosts sealed away years ago are escaping. Luckily, she left a book behind detailing how to seal them back up. So they do it, and the big scary ghost gets sealed inside their cat. That's pretty much how every episode plays out. A ghost appears, the team spends half the episode finding excuses for them to not immediately pull out her mother's diary and exercise it, seal the ghost, rinse and repeat. So you can easily see why the cast decided to change some stuff around. I'm sure you didn't notice.
I would too though, because if we just keep being repetitive, it will get boring.
It'll get boring. It's like I already know what to expect. There's no excitement. There's nothing to look forward to because I already know where it's about to go.
But when you don't know what the hell gonna come out of somebody's mouth,
yeah,
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna watch this now. Hey, is it on Netflix? That's why I get all my other joint right now. I gotta find this one, though.
But Satsuki's mom isn't actually a lesbian that Momoko met at a gay conversion camp. That was improv. This part...
Have you accepted Jesus as your personal savior?
...was actually this. While on the first episode they clearly tried to maintain some of the original plot, each episode falls further into madness. Here's the first 3 minutes of episode 9.
Oh, she greases more palms than you know who. We need more weirdos like her in this school. She's like a Mexican doing all the jobs white people don't want.
She has no friends, but...
The story about a girl missing her dead pet becomes a story about a girl her rabbit.
When he died, I was so sad that I would never hear that voice again. His laugh. His funny little requests.
Touch me.
His reprimands.
Touch me harder.
I had to bring it back to life!
One episode, the dad gets his bitten off by a doll. Here's Ketchiro ranting about how hot Raven from Teen Titans was. So obviously, this man isn't nearly as as they all say. Ghost Stories can seem chaotic as a bystander, but a strange cohesion forms as you watch. The plot about Satsuki's mom being gay gets worked back into the plot as if it were all planned. The best improv does this stuff. Always Sunny in Philadelphia, Curb Your Enthusiasm, among others. You end up with some really genuine moments. So many jokes call back to events that were happening at the time, like Hurricane Katrina, George Bush being evil. It does sometimes end up being the Gex of anime.
Someone call Canada. We need Alanis Morissette.
The fuck is an Atlantis thermostat? Dated references aside, the candor from the voice actors bleeds into the show. They talk like us normal people. One episode they actually said the dollar store. I don't know why they feel the need to use generic names in TV shows. You'd be like, oh, the dollar president, Dollar Tree. No, bro, it's the dollar store. Look at this guy. He talks just like me.
You stupid, selfish slut!
The characters had me rolling, so before I talk about why this stuff is important, I want to... My favorite episode is centered around a poor, severely mentally handicapped child, much like myself. and SpongeBob. Ketchiro gets convinced to join the track team to gain some confidence in himself. The issue is also the best part of the episode. Every single character is a terrible person. They're constantly putting this poor kid down while training him in genius ways.
Think of a big black man chasing you!
Well, he's not racist.
A scary ghost begins running beside Ketchiro.
I don't want about. Hey, I gotta watch this. I ain't see it on Netflix though.
I'll find it.
You gonna find it? They'll come
I'll
in.
find it before you.
They'll come in before you even find it.
I doubt it.
How much you want to bet? If
Y'all
you don't find it
comment.
tonight, yeah.
I'm gonna find it.
No, you ain't. But no, I really want to see this though. Cause this is something like, especially like late night when you finna go to sleep, they'll put on some dumb, stupid ass, you know what I'm saying?
That'd be lit. I mean, you'll be knocked out.
No, I won't.
Suddenly, his time is 2 seconds faster, but everything isn't all good. The arrival of the ghost stirs up all sorts of spooky misfortune. And the worst part, the principal is considering canceling the sports festival because of it.
You can't cancel the festival. One little retarded boy has his heart set on this thing.
That's right. Wait, elsewhere? Ketchiro begins bonding with the ghost.
I really enjoyed running with you today. Don't you have any money for shoes? Did the Crips beat you up and take yours too?
Yes, you heard that correctly. It is now canon that Ketchiro was beaten up by the Crips and had his shoes stolen. The ghost reveals that he had a friend who ran track. He wasn't good, just like Ketchiro, but he gave it his all.
Why,
And the poor kid was hit in a car accident before he could even compete. Elsewhere, they find out that Ketchiro's ghost friend is a goat that chops off little boy feet and keeps them, and it'll happen if Ketchiro runs at the sports festival. So no one truly gives a shit. They don't give Ketchiro a heads up or anything until the last moment. When they get trapped, the ghost reveals his evil plot and heads right for Ketchiro. Ketchiro takes his last retarded little breaths and tells the ghost that he's going to win that race for his dead friend. And that was very touching to me for some reason, even though it probably wasn't supposed to be. I'm glad the episode could end on a good note.
A car accident. Must have been hit by an old Chinaman.
Oh yeah, the show is...
Oh my
Why y'all had to
god.
do it, bro? Hey.
Child.
And the more I hear, the more I'm like, damn, where's the show at?
I got you.
No, you don't. I'm telling you, see? You ain't going.
Ghost stories will always have a legendary status in the anime community because there will never be something in this form again. It's
It won't.
terrifying to people born in 1999 and after. There's the F word,
You're a Why the
the R word.
Stupid ghost made a raid? That's retarded.
It doesn't matter if you and
I
I
thought it was
or
that
the
word.
majority of people watching this video think these jokes are funny and refined. Do you think these dork big shots will allow a rogue team to make completely unregulated dubs on their paychecks? Forget the corporations. Most famous people in general apologize for jokes just like these. Not because they actually feel bad, but because they want to remain the #1 guy. Or their demographic is young teens that seek the satisfaction of drama but don't have the friend groups to actually satisfy that desire, so they copy those values and
I need this.
On this topic, Monica Rial said, "This show's whole purpose was to make everyone..."
What are you laughing at? What? What did I do?
Don't worry about it.
I ain't did nothing.
You might not did nothing, but you did something.
I ain't did a thing.
See.
I'm not did. I ain't did a thing.
Hey, y'all just rewind a couple seconds back into the one. See,
No! Are you talking about face expressions? No, because I was... No.
I need this.
On this topic, Monica Rial said, "This show's whole purpose was to make everyone angry. We wanted to be equal opportunity offenders. To me, this demonstrates that there really is no malintent with the edgy humor. That's not too dissimilar with what I do in my own videos. You want everyone to laugh at each other's and themselves. I respect that style, Monica. Bitch." Whoa, okay.
Hold on,
okay,
cuz.
I thought this was
Hold on,
women's turn
cuz.
this week. Anyways,
He's white.
In doing my research, everyone's story was consistent. Ghost Stories was originally a terrible anime that no one wanted. After the hilarious dub, the anime started doing so well the Japanese even took rights back to ride that wave of success. Monica Rial, Greg Ayers, Vic Mignogna, and Stephen Foster will all tell you this. No, not him. Anyone but that man. Animator.
Please don't keep perpetuating these falsehoods. Ghost stories did just fine in Japan. AV simply didn't have a lot of oversight from the Japanese IP holders.
Do you have a source for that? Do you have a source for me being wrong? So I brushed it off for a little while, and I encountered this idea again and again. Maybe almost every YouTube video is wrong about this whole thing. Here's the other side. Ghost Stories was actually a classic novel series written in the 80s. This story was so poppin' they had tons of spin-offs. The live-action adaptation did especially well. So when the 2000 anime finally came out, there's evidence of it performing higher than Dragon Ball and even Pokemon at the time, with average viewer ratings of 12 to 14%. They even dropped a special episode after the show was concluded. Do they normally do that for shows that bomb? Among other evidence, it became unlikely that Ghost Stories actually performed as bad as they made it out to. So where does this idea come from? Well, it kinda all circles back to the one guy I mentioned earlier, Stephen Foster, who changed his name to Stee7n, but I'll keep pronouncing it Stephen, as I do not know how to pronounce the 7. Stephen is known for
That would be still Steve.
Steven.
It's just the V. It's a little crooked and turned around and
Steven. There we go.
No, because you forget.
Stevenin. Your mama named you Steven, I'm gonna call you Steven.
Steve-O.
messing with dubs.
Do not let Stephen Foster touch anything else.
And I mean really messing with his dubs.
Stephen Foster, fuck it, and just flips a table and just says fuck it, desync it by like a half a second.
He changes key elements of the characters.
And I want to kill something.
The tone.
Stop! Please!
He lets the voice actor say whatever feels most natural, even if it doesn't fit the lip flaps.
I can't enjoy the series when you f up my immersion by f***ing up the dub.
He's so known for doing this stuff, it has a name. Fosterizations. Normally one would reflect and be like, maybe I am changing up the anime too much. Stephen loves fosterizations. He even uses the term in his book. He also loves to boast about ghost stories. Twitter bio, I am a legend. His website, 4 trillion, 8 quintillion, chucklenut trillion people think it's the best dub ever produced. And while on one hand it's like, yeah, come on, it was pretty good. On the other, it leads us to this lady's theory. Stephen Foster, the guy who's known for tweaking dubs to his own liking, wanted the freedom of his own dub. He lied about Ghost Stories performing poorly. He lied to Vic, Monica, Greg, and the entire world to get this dub done. I don't buy that at all. Few men in history control at such a level. I heard him speak a little on a podcast, and the dude is chill. He's proud of Ghost Stories, as he should goddamn be, and I think he has this dad thing going on where he's not entirely self-aware, so a lot of what he says can be interpreted as snobby over text. He's also mad gay, so he's allowed to make those jokes earlier. I mean, he worked hard. It would be bigoted for me to not laugh at him. What I think is far more likely is this. A company called Animax actually did their own English dub way before this one. It was completely normal. You know what? These dubs are actually quite similar. It's likely that this English dub did perform shittily. So they began talks with ADV. It was common at the time to throw in an anime for free during bulk deals. It makes sense that Ghost Stories, which ADV wasn't charged a licensing fee for, was that free anime. So the middleman in all this is thinking of what to do with this damn show, and he realizes there's only one man who can do the dub, Stephen Foster. To their knowledge, there's already been an English dub, the show performed poorly, and there are extremely loose guidelines for localizing. It makes perfect sense that ADV would be like, Steven, we need you to do what you do best.
Yeah.
But I will say, like he said earlier, due to the PC culture, we would never.
Oh, no.
Never. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like,
unfortunately.
That's some, like, up there with like South Park. No, South Park is like too far gone. But you get what I'm saying, like a G-rated South Park show. You know what I'm saying? If South Park wasn't South Park, but look G-rated,
yeah,
and throwing into anime, then you got, you know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
But like it's still on that edgy, like back when, you know what I'm saying? Like us growing up watching cartoons
Kind of like
and
no
stuff.
filter, like.
Yeah, but you can still get a good laugh out of it.
Yeah.
Like it's, and I guess it was marketed at the right time for the right crowd of people.
Yeah.
So, hey, teach his own.
It worked.
Blame your mama for having you.
Huh?
You got a problem with it.
Oh.
This up for us. And it turned out amazing, and the rest is history. Or none of that happened. I wasn't there. There's a ton of evidence pointing towards the show doing well in Japan. We can glean parts of Steven personalities and so on, but we might never know for sure what happened. If you'd like more information on this topic, I've stolen a lot of points from Mercury Falcon. Check it out. Or Check me out. I reply to comments. I make videos about manga, anime, whatever this is. Thanks for watching. But before I leave, a message from Nord, our sponsor. Last night.
Hey, shout out to you though, man.
Shout out.
Like very interesting, very good backstory on it. I just want to know where to find it now. And look, she finna go start. No, please, y'all spam us up in the comments.
Spam us up, just in case I don't find anything.
Y'all let us know where we can find this anime at, hopefully for free. If it's already on a streaming site that we already got. Look at you.
I got you. Oh, I got you.
Where?
Got you.
Where?
We'll talk later.
No, where? At 5, 4.
Okay, this right here says that you can watch it. I never even heard of this, but it says this one says it's free. These two free.
That's what I've been seeing a lot of
Crunchyroll.
A lot of people say they watch their anime on Crunchyroll. And I'm like,
it said Tubi has it, or Amazon Prime, but I can check the Amazon Prime and the Tubi.
Hey, y'all fill me in on Crunchyroll. Because I see a lot of people say they watch a lot of that, like when new anime first dropped, they watch it on Crunchyroll. But what is Crunchyroll? I'm not familiar
with the site.
I never heard of it.
It said it's free.
Yeah.
So, and I've never heard of it. This is my first time ever seeing it.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
No, I've seen people talk about Crunchyroll.
I've never, I was like, what is that? But yeah.
Matter of fact, the dude I told you I went to school with, they had commented on the video. He was like, you look like the dude.
Oh, okay.
He posted on Facebook when the new
in my own world
One Piece episode came out. He was talked about it. He was like, I said, now your post will start showing up talking about One Piece.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, I'm watching on Crunchyroll. And I'm like, what the hell is Crunchyroll?
Okay.
But I ain't never heard of it before. So y'all fill us in on it. But hey, man, with that being said, hey, we got to find some more Ghost Story dubs, clips that we can react to that's not copyrighted, because some of them are copyrighted. Yeah, no, we don't like to mess around with that copyright stuff. So
yeah.
Hey, y'all let us know in the comment section down below, man.
Away.
But as always, I do go by the name DJ Kid. This is
we are.
We are.
Go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my folks. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.